Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing, Slurpathon? This is your boy Tempest Mask 1000, officially starting the hosting shift and reporting for duty. And coming right up, we have Lenna's Inception, run by Tetra here, and we'll also be featuring some epic commentary from the one and only Dance Dad, Wolfman 2000. So, Tetra, whenever you're ready, take it away.
I am ready. Well, welcome on behalf of me and my cat Ruby, who you see right over my shoulder. Going to be doing a catastrophe ending run of Lenna's Inception. And to give me commentary and explain a little bit about the differences between the endings when we get to that is Wolfman 2000.
Greetings, everyone. Hope everyone has been enjoying Slurpathon so far. This is a fun game to run, fun game to play through casually. But before we can even get started on this game, I think we have some bit wars to take care of, don't we?
Yes, we need to know whether we're doing 8-bit or 32-bit.
Let me go ahead and check that right now. It looks like we are indeed doing 8-bit for your graphic bit war.
All right, excellent. So we are in 8-bit mode right now, and I'm going to just go ahead and start a new game. Character we're just going to call Lenna, and we just got a generated world seed of Skirlin. I can put in something like Slurpathon instead, but what do you think? Let's just go with what the game randomly generated. So, can I get a countdown from one of y'all?
Hey, countdown time. Let's start this shindig in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we're off. We're going to need a couple seconds to generate the seed, and then we're in a classroom here. Okay. It looks like we have a nice little cherry blossom biome on the overworld here.
Well, we definitely woke up in an interesting location. What? We've been woken up by a chicken at that.
Yeah, Henrietta is a great NPC, and she's going to be leading us to... Whoa, what was that?
This is a dangerous path Henrietta wants to take us on today.
Yeah, dangerous to go alone. I feel like there's a reference to Zelda 1 in this.
Well, it's kind of intentional. Go on.
Yeah, but unfortunately the Elder didn't survive here. And we're going to be playing the role of an NPC for Lance, the quote-unquote hero of the game. Although I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work in practice. We'll find out.
Just gotta train him. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, gotta go around the block here. We're gonna find a bicycle, which is good for quick warping later on. But first we need to give Lance his tutorial on how to use a sword. And let me just get these folks out of the way. So, Wolfman, explain for our audience exactly what else is going on in this game as I do this block puzzle, which is always harder than it looks when you have people looking at you.
Right, so right now we are inside an actual level or dungeon. All these dungeons are randomized. The overworld's randomized. All the different things we can pick up will have random effects. However, there are some consistent rules, and right now the first rule we're trying to take care of is
Oh no, what happened? There's this refrigerator that seemed to quash Lance. What's wrong?
I don't fully know. It's just a glitchy mess, and then once we take out the fridge, there's usually a second wave.
Oh, this is fine. We'll just get this little cell phone and sword, and I think I'm going to leave that dead body right alone, and GTFO.
Yeah, so we're not going to worry about the boss here for now. Actually, we're probably not going to worry about the boss ever.
Yeah, let me get a little lay of the land where we're going here. Oh, library's all the way up there, so let's see if we can just warp back up.
You should be able to warp to the school.
Ooh, 20 bucks. Nice. Yep.
Free
The
money is a
reason why we
nice
go
thing.
back to the school is to find Paige, the librarian, who's going to be giving us the location of some of the later levels.
Yep, Paige, best NPC in the entire game. I want someone to prove me wrong, and then I prove them wrong, I guess. I don't know what the right phrasing is.
Yep, I'm gonna take a slight detour to check out what the $20 tunic is here. Let's see if it's anything good. Drum roll, please. Ooh, defense tunic. That's a very lovely find.
Defense tunic is either A tier or B tier, depending on personal preference, but it effectively doubles the amount of health you have from most damage sources.
Given how I'm a little bit rusty with this game, I'm gonna go put it in the A tier camp. And as I go along, I'm going to be taking care of some of these enemies. I don't really need to get much in the way of books or anything like the other endings, because really this is kind of the low percent type of ending where we're just getting the items needed to beat the game and then going straight for the final boss. So that's a dead end there. It's also worth pointing out that all of these levels are randomly generated. So the reason why I'm taking sort of wrong turns is because I've never actually seen this exact dungeon layout before, and I'm kind of finding out where to go just like it's a randomizer.
That dead end that you referred to, that's not a proper dead end.
Oh, well, it is until I have the key, I think.
Yeah, you unfortunately ended up with a bad roll for level 2. So, the way that the dungeon order is typically is you find the item, you use the item to find a key, and you use the key to find a boss. This time it's on our heads. Oh, the R template. Okay, well, I think I know where that boss is going to be now.
Oh, where is it going to be?
A place where we're never going to go.
Okay. That's true. Alright, I'll try the bottom path first. And it looks like I struck out. Oh, a map. That'll help me figure out. This is definitely a windier level 2 than I was hoping for.
Yeah, normally when I get the R template, I don't have to worry about key before item. Also, nice quick swipe on the fridge. If you're able to pull that off just before it lands, then you can immediately jump to the enemy phase, where we get hover crabs. Fortunately, one of the newer changes is that hover enemies don't hover over water anymore.
All right. Okay, so let's look for level 3, which is going to be to the west. I can't get through that that rock obstacle because I don't have bombs yet, but since I do have a lighter, I'm going to try burning my way through this sort of rocky mountain area here.
The lighter is the hottest tech in Lenna's Inception. Shoutouts to Pete plays the games.
Literally, yeah. Okay, so I'm going down a little bit too. These birds are quite annoying sometimes.
Be thankful that they've been nerfed.
That's going to be a dead end there, so we'll try a different path. Oh, feed the bat some of my blood. What do you think? Let's have Bruce follow us along. Normally you don't. I was going to say normally you don't worry about NPCs here, but I do like Bruce. Okay, so it looks like we found level 2 here.
Or
the level 3 rather. Sorry, my bad. Yes.
It's all good. But yeah, there are actually 4 partners you can have with you. The perfect ending speedrun typically only messes with Henrietta and Paige. Bruce does work for
Oh,
attacking NPCs, so it
goof
is a
that
good
up.
fallback. But the last one, Gordon, I don't think we utilize that much.
Yeah, Gordon's the pumpkin one.
Yep.
Nice Halloween theme, but looks like that's going to be a dead end here. I'm really just looking for the items at this point in a catastrophe run. You can explain the differences between the other endings if you'd like, Wolfman.
Yeah, now's a good time for this. So there are 3 primary officially recognized endings. There is the sacrifice ending, which is your traditional first game experience, where you have to take out all the bosses. There is the catastrophe ending, which is what we're playing now, where, as you've seen, we're going to leave the bosses alone. We're only going to worry about the final boss. And then there's the perfect ending, where we try to solve everyone's problems and just make everyone happy.
Alright, so now that we have bombs, we can actually get through this obstacle here. And generally speaking, Wolfman, I tend to have luck, or better luck, when I use the new item that I get in a dungeon immediately right when I get back to the overworld. Have you ever noticed that?
No, because I rarely get those situations.
Okay, well, it seemed to work in my favor here, so I'm not complaining, obviously.
Now, ironically enough, I did play a perfect ending a few hours ago, and those situations did happen. And now we enter level 4? This is not a dungeon.
Yeah, this looks more like a bank with skeletons.
This is not the customer service I was expecting. Let's go to the boss.
Oh, wow, that chairman does not look friendly.
Yeah, especially if we get dropped off like that.
Oof. Alright, well, let's see if, now that we're in this dungeon, what we can find down here. Now, there's multiple strategies. Some folks go immediately down so that you can exit using the bicycle later. I'm going to pick up a map just to see what we're up against here. Okay, so it looks like a diamond, and there's 2 yellow dots to the left. So that means the item could be in one of those, like right here, for example.
Yeah,
Just
in this case,
for example.
go for the item first. Yeah. It wasn't going to make much of a difference which way you went first. Oh! These are... Ugh.
Oh.
Fire snails. Why?
Alright, random potion, I'll take that. Oops. So let's... Oh, right, we were just talking about this and I completely forgot. I can't do that because I haven't visited the entrance yet. It dumped me right down in the middle. Sorry about that, had a little brain fart for a sec.
It's all good. We've all done this before.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we have some plot that we can easily catch up on later, so this is probably a good time for Tempest to give us some news regarding donations or plugs.
Sounds good, Wolfman. Well, at the moment, we don't seem to have any new donations, but I do want to bring up some upcoming incentives. So, if I am not mistaken, we do have a SMZ3 run coming up, and it's going to be quite a big one. Now, we have a few bid wars where we can choose the Lynx sprite, the Samus sprite, and then, of course, the age-old question of saving the animals and killing the animals. Right now, we have the Lynx sprite for, we have our current, say it again. Our Lynx sprite will be chosen between the top 2 donation choices, and currently those 2 happen to be Conquer and Rocco. Meanwhile, for Samus's sprite, the current top 2 are Mega Man X and Alucard. As for saving and killing the animals, Save is currently in the lead by 67 cents, but it's anybody's choice. So please, if you feel the need to tip the scales, do type in !donate. You are definitely going to be contributing to a wonderful cause. But other than that, back to you.
That mention of sense was actually a good thing because Chairman was trying to throw money at us. We tried to chase him, and we did all the way to the eastern side of the world, where we're meeting Delvin. Tetra, any thoughts on Delvin?
Seems like a kind of bad guy. I don't know, it's almost like the game is implying that might be a boss later. What do you think?
Told us where levels 5 through 8 are located.
Oh,
Is it really that bad?
well, I guess we'll find out.
Well, at least we got to level 5 relatively easily.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what item you get here. If I had to take a guess based on the overworld, I would say the Amulet of Strength, which is like the power bracelet, but I don't know for sure. Oh.
Now, I do admit there is an in-game way to tell what the item order is going to be, and that was a lucky snail trail drop, but I admit I was not paying attention to the key thing that we needed to know of that.
Well, I was paying attention, which is why I was sort of joking. I bet it's this, but just I actually know it's the amulet because of...
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm going to keep on going through and looking for it. I don't know where it is, though, unfortunately.
Alright, and Tetraly, I'm going to ask for a minor favor.
Okay.
Once you get the item, head back to the left side of that dungeon, because there's something special that we can take advantage of.
Oh? Okay.
So, you may not have noticed, but the way... This is the bottle template, or slime template. And I know that this shape happens to typically be 7 columns wide. And I'm pretty sure when you opened your map, it was 8.
Oh, does that tell you where the secret room is?
Exactly.
Nice.
The fridge... Oh, no! Oh, no, you got the healing birds!
Yeah.
Okay.
So, any advice on how to deal with these, since I really...
Use the bombs, and worst case, use the lighter dash.
Oh, gosh.
Sword, unfortunately, will only
Yeah.
do 1 health.
I might need to get some potions and come back, because the reason why they're green is they actually self-heal. So as a result, unless I'm able to get in a lot of damage really, really quickly, which is going to be difficult with them moving, I don't think that's going to be feasible. So let me go see if I can rob the bank quickly.
I don't
think I'm going to be able to.
No.
You know, just with the...
You don't have enough. So, there are 2 ways of robbing the bank. One way involves a super special item later, but the other way involves practically every other item we have in the game, with the exception of the lighter, which kind of takes up a slot. Yeah. So, here's some good news. As long as you don't use the sword and keep your dodging vertical, you have a way of taking out the birds.
Okay. In the meantime, let me at least buy 1 potion.
Good idea. So, the good news is, for those that are new to speedrunning Lenna's Inception, whenever you go to the shop, the first potion listed is always a healing potion.
Alright, so you may have to coach me through this since I don't know if I've come across this before. You recommend hitting them how?
Recommend moving up and down. Avoid the sine waves, and basically timing your bomb throws. If you run out of bombs, you can still win with lighter dashing. So Tetraly has demonstrated firing the lighter, but if you hold the lighter button
like
down...
That.
Exactly. So just hold the button and you can do a charge. That allows for fire damage to hit, and you can typically beat the healing bird damage as long as you focus on one bird at a time. Now here's the problem. There are many birds active at once. And the run that I did earlier only had 2 or 3 birds. Here we're at 4. So the key thing is to not use that sword. We need to use bombs and lighter only. Sword will not out-damage the birds right now because we do not have the correct tunic for this.
Is this going to damage them quickly enough? Yeah.
It's able to make it work, but the tricky part, 1, is the pits nearby. Second of all, bombs actually deal more damage overall. Oh, I think you did take 1 bird out, though. So that helps.
Ah, marathon luck.
Now, another good strategy for newer runners is there is one bat enemy. Bats, 99% of the time, drop hearts. So we can rely on 1 extra source of healing if need be. Admittedly, it's only a one-time heal because once you take out an enemy in this room, it's gone until you basically leave the dungeon and come back.
I'm gonna try my best here. Hopefully I can get another 1 or 2.
The other strategy in this case would be to use bombs because they deal double damage of the sword instantly. But this is one of the worst combinations we could ever encounter as a runner.
You would have to time them pretty carefully, wouldn't you?
If the birds run into the bombs, which of course that one didn't because birds are jerks, then there you go. But otherwise, you know, be thankful that we have the lighter because that's going to help at least.
Okay, that seems to at least do something. There we go. Alright. Gosh.
There is a reason why we highball estimates on this game.
Yeah.
This is, now, head to the left before...
Oh, before I leave?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted me to check for the hidden thing? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I totally forgot about that.
Birds mess with our brains. What can we say?
1 more up from here?
It's one of these on the left. So basically, we start slicing and dicing the left side walls.
Oh, here it is. I think. There we go. And we got womp womp. We got mines, which is not what we were looking for, but that's okay.
This was the best opportunity to come here to pick it up, so...
It was worth a try.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go over and look for level 6, which I'm going to search for around this way.
Yeah, sometimes the map can take you on a bit of a unique journey to get from one level to another, and it's entirely possible that your path is just in a 1-tile gap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's worth keeping in mind that all of the overworlds are procedurally generated as well, so that's why we don't really know what's going to happen until it happens. And also why you see some of the sort of cleverly generated ways to have an overworld screen that only have 1 tile wide. Let's see.
It is definitely a unique way of handling things that... Oh, more birds. At least they are the normal types.
Yep. We have our first Lizrobe here.
I still say you were the one that came up with this name.
Alright.
The reason why we call them Liz robes. Think Wiz robes from Legend of Zelda 1, except they all have a chameleon-like appearance. Also, that was a very kind item room.
Yeah, well, it's about time after... Oop, didn't want that book. After that level 5, I think the game owed me one. Wouldn't you say, Wolfman?
Definitely. I am so sorry you had to go through that.
It happens, it happens. That's randomizers for you.
That it is. Also, we got lucky in another way. No jungle.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Why don't we like the jungle levels?
Okay, I like the jungle levels because they have the best dungeon music in the game.
I totally agree with you.
We don't like the jungle levels because for every ending, with the exception of Catastrophe, well, okay, maybe Catastrophe for a little bit, it does hinder certain types of navigation.
How do you do this one? I must be missing something obvious. Of course this would happen during a marathon run.
You're fine. You just have to push... Okay. I admit I'm watching this on more of a delay than I'm realizing, but from initial position, left one down, right one, left all the way.
No. Sorry, I missed that.
I'll say that again. Left one, down one, then right, or you could, yeah.
Oh, I see. I guess, that way.
That works too.
Oops.
Yes, block puzzles can be a pain. They
really
hurt our brains. I need to recover my brain a little bit. Tempest, can you help, please?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I can honestly understand the brain-inducing pain this epic game does bring, because yeah, that'll be randomizers for you folks. But either way, allow me to remind you all that you are currently watching Slurpathon, and Slurpathon is raising money for Extra Life, which raises funds for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Proceeds go to the Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. Last year, Slurpathon raised $2,510.13 for Extra Life, and we have clearly smashed that goal as of this year, and you guys have been doing a great job doing so. But of course, there's still quite a bit of marathon left, so if you want to keep contributing for the kids, do type in !donate, and it'll take you right to the link. Of course, you can also take a look at our incentives, which I do believe is !incentives. And speaking of said incentives, let me take a quick look, as we also have some upcoming name wars for Final Fantasy VI. We have Naming Terra, Locke, Edgar, Sabin, Shadow, Cyan, and Gao. Currently, we have at least one name for each of those characters. Some of them do have two names, but if you want to chip in, then by all means, feel free to do so. We've definitely got some creative stuff right now, but I would definitely love to see the chat's suggestions as well. So remember, we are contributing for a great cause, and we very much appreciate every single donation that goes to it. But for now, I will pass it back to you guys.
Thank you. How is this level treating you so far, Tetra?
So far, so good. Could be worse. Got a bow, which is nice. Oh, it's a Space Invader one, yeah.
Notice that there are a lot of templates in this game that are based off of Space Invaders for whatever reason.
I think now would be a good time to do a little, menu rearranging. Just one sec here. Let's put that there, and that there. Okay.
Yeah. All of us that are Lenna runners, menu management does matter.
But it's a very personal choice what buttons you want your items on. Whoa, what happened here?
This is not our level 8. This is a bit of a top secret area here.
Yep, so we're just going to jump over these pits like this and mess up the block puzzle, but that's okay. I think I'll figure out another way to do this. That works. Oh, a slow potion. That is not what we want in a speedrun, is it?
Oh, you got the slow trail. Oh no, we have to. I've only run into one of these once or twice, and unfortunately, it takes. Take the death, it'll be faster. I'm serious, you'll continue right here. Just take the death, you may as well recharge your health.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oops.
The good news is, since we're still in this same map, all the enemies that are defeated stay defeated, so we get to take advantage of that. And, hey, there's a scientist that's kind of trapped in there. What's going on?
Well, this is Professor Maxwell, and we fell into his lab, and he has a lab assistant named Delvin. Where have we seen him before?
Wait a second, wasn't Delvin the person we met on the bridge while we were chasing the chairman?
Yes, that's exactly the joke I was trying to set up for.
Oh.
It's okay, though. But basically, he turned his Professor Maxwell's earthquake machine against him. So we're going to have to go down and downstairs and find out what's going on. Oops. Yeah.
And, I guess the only other thing to do... First of all, possible, visual warning coming up. But second of all, Delvin, you're fired.
Yep.
And I just realized that you play without the active visual effects, which is a good time to talk about this game's accessibility.
Yeah, I find them a little distracting personally, but everyone has their different tastes in them. Oh, that is not what I'm looking for.
At least we know which way not to go.
Yep.
Let's see. 6 rows tall. I think you have either Smiley or UFO as the template.
Oh, we'll find out soon enough. Although, that is going to not be the path we can go down yet. So for folks who are watching, what do you think about this game in chat?
I mean, I'm biased, so I don't know if I can answer.
Yeah, me too, but what path did I miss here? Okay, well, Tempest for one honestly digs it.
Alright, you're fine right now. If you head down, you would gain access to additional paths that would likely take you towards the entrance, which is good because, hey, nice warp.
Thank you.
Also, oh, this block puzzle.
Yeah.
I mean, this one isn't that bad, it's just annoying, especially with the Crab Knights.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, technically this is the part of the game where everything is looking all glitch-like, especially the walls on the sides here. The reason for this glitch and the reason for this fridge stuff is because a pizza order went awry. Someone tried to order one pizza, ended up with 255 of them, and, well, it's caused problems.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to not hoard too much during the current world situation, folks. Hey, there's nothing wrong with pizza in moderation. You do not need 255 pizzas in a fridge.
No, you most definitely do not. Alright, well, we saw some green doors over this way. So maybe we'll try one of the green locked doors and see if we can find our item behind one of those. What do you think, Wolfman?
We can definitely do that and thus
promising.
show off. We can then show off the final item in a fun way.
Yeah, I think any Z1 Z1 runner who likes doing screen scrolls is going to enjoy this item. Nope, that's not what we're looking for. And neither is that. Might have to do a little backtracking, it looks like. I guess wrong about where the item is.
You're fine right now. Also, that template. I'm trying to remember if, I think UFO has 6 rows, but if I'm mistaken and it has 5, that means that's another easy opportunity for hidden rooms.
Yeah,
But
potentially.
also you wanted to go right and down there.
Right and down? Well, to the right, yeah. Okay. I'll try this path first.
Yeah, I have to remember I am a little delayed on my end. I apologize for that.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's hopefully not going to take too much longer to find what we're looking for, but these Stolfos Knights, aka the Enforcers of Customer Service, can be a pain. Really want to delay things a bit. That is definitely a room.
That's for sure. And level 8 can be a pretty obnoxious one sometimes. It happens. Alright, here we go. Ooh, we got a big, explosive one, which I'm gonna try to stay socially distanced from.
The tricky part with these enemies is the effects of the potions that they have actually makes them immune to most of your items. Sword or any swinging weapon is the best approach.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, let's use these glasses in style, shall we?
Yeah, I guess I should probably equip them first.
Yeah, I mean, this is the right time to use them.
You are absolutely right, especially when my health is low like this. So we're just going to scroll a little bit across the bottom and see if we can find where the entrance to this dungeon is. Well, it's got to be here. There we go.
Alright, so UFO was 6 rows. Wow, that is definitely a unique entrance room.
What happened to this place? Alright, so at this point, I think what I'm going to do is find the palace. Oh, it's one more to the... I can't scroll over to it, I don't think.
They're making it difficult for you to scroll this time.
Yeah. It happens.
It happens.
Alright, there we go. We'll just bop in here, and then that'll create a save point. First, I think we have a bank to rob, right?
I agree. So, the the upcoming final battles are very tricky at 3 hearts. And even with a defense tunic, if you let the battles go off script to an extent, it can cause problems. So it's honestly for the best to just, rob the bank through the power of glasses.
Pretty much. So that should get me a bunch of healing potions.
And possibly the other tunic if you want to chance that. Or, well, that's 1,000.
No. I can't afford that one.
Yeah, I was realizing that. I was mixing up my items. But if you did want to experiment with that other potion, now is a safe time to do so.
Yeah, I can buy one, see what it is. The runny purple one? Yeah, let's see what that is. Fizzy purple we know is going to be health. What is it? Oh, okay, we're not going to want that one. That was a hallucination potion. Thanks for the suggestion, Wolfman, but I'm going to promptly reject that one.
I did not know you could buy those.
Well, today we learned, right? Alright.
We did.
Alright, so now that we're a little bit better equipped, let's go and take care of the palace. So tell us about the palace, Wolfman.
Alright, so this is Skirlin Palace. Unlike the rest of the game, this is actually not randomized at all. Instead, we just have to navigate a very interesting yet potentially fun path in order to get some keys. And, I just realized something.
Ooh.
You're gonna want to pick up that tunic anyway, but I'm concerned about your inventory count.
What's wrong with my inventory count?
Oh, nice tunic. Okay. Actually, you're gonna be fine on this one. You're gonna have to use mines for the upcoming section.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I don't have enough bombs?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So, this is a rare opportunity where we get to see mines in the speed run.
Mine, and actually running a little low on health, so let me use one of my 10 potions here, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, you're right, we don't see mines in speedruns very often. Oops. So
yeah,
while
that one pit gets me all the time.
Yeah, this may seem like a really strange path that I'm taking, but believe me, this is very scripted, and there aren't really many other good ways to get around this.
And thus we're through the majority of Glitch Palace. We just have to get our green key and then deal with Edgar and Alan, the guards.
Why do we call them Edgar and Alan?
I think it talks about them in the library books that are over there in the corner.
Well, this is a speedrun, so we don't have time for that, but we'll just pop on, take care of them. No, we're not going to save. And here is the chairman. Tell us about the chairman, Wolfman.
Yeah, Chairman Gammon Mammon is confused about this encounter and is furious about our lack of memory regarding everything. That, this capitalist pig wants to take us out, but fortunately, we can take Gammon Mammon out without a problem. So there are 2 phases that Chairman alternates between. The first is a bull charge phase. Once the bull turns red, then you can immediately get into their face and, well, stop the bull charge. And then you have to worry about the rich man's volley or the koinehameha or whatever you call this. Just reflect back with your swingy utensil.
I'm trying. I'm out of... I messed up the timing here.
It's all good. There is a risk-reward system. The closer you are, the fewer swings it will take. But again, the quicker you have to react. And then, of course, once you destroy the ball, you have to quickly attack the chairman in order to, well, actually cause damage. 5 stabs is enough.
Oh, come on. Ah.
Oh, I just saw what happened there.
I forget who, but wasn't there some speedrunner who accidentally threw a potion into the abyss? And there was some beam that... I forgot. I don't know the story well enough to tell it.
My own potion shenanigan stories, but I'm going to share some of those another day.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, there was another one that actually we were reversed, where I was the runner and tetraly was the commentator. It wasn't thrown into a pit, but it was thrown on the ground. I picked it up, and it was, well, let's just say I had to shout out the prior runner. Anyway, chairman's down. Greed can only do so much. We gain the power of wealth, and then time to deal with Delvin.
Yep. Question for this. Should I use my fire resistance tunic or...
Ooh, I would actually... I would use fire resistance on those attacks, but then defense rest of the way.
Okay.
Once you get to the final phase, I would actually consider keeping fire resistance on throughout.
Okay, well tell me what you think and I'll just go along with it.
What I think is Delvin is a douche.
Oh, well, we knew that already. Oh, shoot, I didn't use my potion in time.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it's the first phase, and Chairman's already defeated permanently.
Yep.
We're fine. We're fine.
This is fine.
And now we have to beat it on this run, otherwise the in-game time is invalidated, but... honestly, Bird's kind of messed up the run anyway, so...
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a PB, so don't worry about it.
So, let's take this from the top. Delvin has 4 phases. The first one starts with a bunch of moving around, teleporting, and fire rings. It is possible to dodge those fire rings if you don't have fire resistance tunic, but it is tricky. Once Delvin sits down, that's when you have the tentacle attacks come out. If you time an explosive correctly, you can destroy them, but it can be tricky.
Okay. Should I go back to defense, you think, now?
Wait until this...
Oh.
Well, heal first, and then... After this fire attack, then go to defense.
Okay. Alright, I'll do that then. And oftentimes the best strat to do for Delvin is to just tank the attacks he does and just DPS him down, basically, right?
If you have enough healing potions, you can. Otherwise, I think you did actually pick up 2 bombs, so you could try them for the tentacle attacks when they happen. But granted, if you mistime your throw, then it could cause problems. But I think you have enough health potions to tank it the rest of the way without a problem.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Oh, where'd it go? Oh.
Why don't you follow?
Alright, I'll do that.
But yeah, once you see Delvin go into that ball, you can chase at that point. And then Delvin also has a final form, a monstrous, glitchy form.
Oh, what?
will-
I used a potion.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
I've had that happen before.
Gosh, that's so frustrating.
I think we can go for one more attempt.
Yeah. Let's try it one more time. I'm sorry, folks.
But otherwise, you basically have this. You have the knowledge. It's.
I just need to keep an eye on my health a little bit better. And please yell at me if I need to use a potion. I'm going to monitor it myself too, though.
Let me try to get the latest feed up. All right, if I'm live, then you just entered phase 3.
Yep, you are.
There you go. And
I
yeah,
really feel
soon
like I was
as
robbed on
Delvin's
that
turn-
last one, but it's okay.
Yeah, I've had that happen before. Alright. I would consider possibly swapping to
Fire resist?
fire resistance
Okay.
because all these attacks, the HUD attack and the heart attack, are fire based. But then after that, swap back.
Okay. Really, the heart one is fire-based. I didn't know that.
Alright, swap back and good luck.
Thank you. Oops. Ah. Bad menuing there. Okay. I think that just did it.
Time is coming up very soon. Tetra, please call it.
And now what? Time. Yeah, as soon as you see the time flash on the, or the in-game time flash on the top of the screen, that's when you know you finished the game.
And thus, our apologies that this took us 7 to 8 minutes over, but birds are jerks. Doesn't matter the game.
Yep.
I just want to say that it's perfectly fine, and honestly, if that current attempt at Delvin didn't work out, we were more than willing to let you have another go.
Yeah. Well, that's really nice of you. Thanks. Well, thank you all for watching, particularly Splash Woman, who was there for a while there. And I don't know, do you have any other closing remarks, Wolfman?
Just keep on grooving, all stay safe, and let's keep it up with the donations, everyone.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you very much for the run, and coming up real soon is our very own Slurpy Ninja with a rather quick Where's Waldo run, so be ready for that, y'all. But in the meantime, we shall set up and do our final checks for that right now, so hang tight.